good people. Welcome to Melanated Vibrations, a new show that celebrates the diversity and richness of Black culture. Join us as we delve into our individual mental health and overall mental health of our community. From the latest trends to the timeless coping mechanisms, we'll showcase the best of what it means to be mentally healthy. So sit back, relax, and get ready to feel the vibrations of Black excellence. Let's get started.
Hey y'all.
Hello.
It's your girl Dustiana out here. Period. Let's get into it. Stop looking at me like that. That's my name for the evening, Dustiana.
Let's down, Tatiana. Let's down, Tatiana. Let's down, Tatiana.
Background. I'm just saying, it's Dustiana, your therapist, y'all favorite melanated therapist. You know, I'm just coming to y'all as humble as I know how. Okay, so happy Monday, happy Memorial. I guess not happy Memorial Day, because we're gonna get into that. Because I did some little research and I got some stuff about Memorial Day. Technically founded by Black folks. And then they snatched it and didn't want to acknowledge it and then said they came up with it. So we're going to dive into that because I got to give y'all a history lesson on this beautiful day. So not a happy Memorial Day, but shout out to, all of the fallen soldiers that have come before us. Our father was in the service. My mom's dad was in the service. He fought World War II. We have a person who shares the same DNA as us, who is retired, right? Is he still in the service?
Retired Marine. He's a retired Marine.
Yeah, we don't call him our sibling. He just shares the same DNA as us. So yes, to all the vets, police officers, firefighters, anybody that is on the front line, that has unfortunately lost their life trying to protect this country. My honor goes out to you guys this evening, to the families out there. But yeah, we're gonna get into it. So welcome to Melanated Vibrations. Please make sure you are tagging all of your friends. Make sure you share. Make sure you go on YouTube and subscribe. Make sure you're on Facebook. You're tagging your friends. YouTube, tagging your friends. Make sure you're sharing on both streams. Let's run these numbers up. Today is going to be a great topic. We are going to talk about self-care as we end Mental Health Awareness Month. So May was, hey girl, yes, I took my braids out. That was it.
Lord mercy.
You'll see it. It's a dusty hairstyle. I like it. My sister over it.
I ain't saying nothing today.
I was want to say unblock him so he can see it. Hey, OG.
Hey.
Listen, and I got my sister's favorite stuff today. I'm trying to be like her. Y'all see?
You going up just a little bit.
I ain't gonna do tequila today. I whatever. But yes. So it's Monday, the last Monday of May. It is the last Monday of Mental Health Awareness Month. Next month for June, we are going to come on over, Big Exclusive. We are going to turn it up for June. And then my sister and I, my sister and I are going to take a break. We will still be bringing you episodes of Melanated Vibrations during the summer, but they will be pre-recorded shows because I want y'all to enjoy. I don't know. She always eating. Like, she ain't sharing. She ain't.
I'm eating ribs. I'm sorry.
Not ribs. That she made, by the way, because my sister's a jack of all trades, and she does change her own tires, wash her car, change the Cadillac converter.
I'm trying not to be rude. I'm trying to stuff the tater salad. Oh, I do not smoke Marlboros. I used to smoke ports, though. I used to smoke ports, but I don't do those no more. Don't do us like that.
Should I go get my tequila?
You can have some. I'll make you some, Tiff. I got you.
Should I go get my OG? Should I go get my tequila?
Don't listen to him. We do not smoke Marlboros.
Should I go get my Woodford Reserve.
This is called melanated. Melanated folks don't drink Marlboros.
We don't smoke Marlboros because that is.
We do ports, okay?
Well, I don't smoke at all.
Ports
But
and Lucy's, okay?
yes, for the summertime, we are going to give you the very best for June, and then we are.
Okay. All right, hold on. It's probably the earphones.
It's probably definitely. But for June, we are going to finish out strong. For 2 months in the summertime, we're going to give you guys recorded shows. But they are going to be so that you guys can still get your daily content. But I want everyone to enjoy their summer because I already told y'all I was going to have me a hot girl summer. And I meant it. Starting next week at the Roots Picnic. That's where it will start. So, see, there you go, royalty. See, you know good. That's what I'm saying. See, that Woodford, you could just sit there and sip that slow. See, that's not one of them drinks you take a shot of. So you got to sip that, maybe ice, do it neat, however you do it. But, that's all I'm saying. So I got 2 bottles of that. But, I mean, if y'all want me to, I won't drink the honey jack, but I already got it. So I feel like we should just go with it. But let's get started as we always do. Today is going to be a little different with the grounding technique. For today, I kind of just want to dive right in. But for anybody that needs some type of grounding, I would rather do some affirmations. Good.
Honey all day. Yes.
Like when I first started on brown, I ain't gonna hold y'all. This is what I was drinking.
Yes,
I'm just saying, Roy. Listen.
Always Jack and ginger. Always Jack and ginger.
Well, I wasn't drinking it with no damn ginger. It was just gonna be straight. But but that Woodford. That's all I'm saying.
It tastes like honey.
It does. I used to drink Jack and ginger. I know. And then again, just a long time ago, I was a different person.
Ew.
So instead of our traditional grounding techniques, we are going to do some affirmations today. On this last day of Mental Health Awareness Month, I want us to begin to learn to pour back into ourselves. That is why the topic of self-care is how we're going to end this. So today will be affirmations. You can say whatever you want to affirm about yourself. The affirmation I'm going to start with is I am worthy of love. That is my affirmation. What is your affirmation, sis?
I'm going to wake up every day happy.
There you go, child. Say that louder for the people in the back. Some people just wake up angry. They choose violence. And I don't be liking that for them. I don't like it. What you put your head down for? Why put your head down?
I don't have nothing to say. I don't have nothing to say.
Yes. Love. Love makes the world go around. Okay. So, grounding technique will be affirmations. My intention for this evening, I am bringing into this space calmness. Again, we're talking about self-care. I'm bringing calmness into the space. Sis, what are you bringing?
A smile.
That seems real fake. I'm just saying. I'm not saying, well, we're saying, it looks fake. Yes, Tiff, we second that. We're bringing love and understanding. I like it. Thank Girl G. Well, what did he do? We love a good story time. Did he put up a comment I didn't see? Because, Chada, I would like to see it. We want to know, but I'm going to pour me some of this Jack because I can't get to the Woodford right now.
I was going to tell me I'm saying you're drinking over.
This one, are you drinking Angry Orchard? Is that? Oh, okay. What the hell is orange squeeze?
It's like a probiotic. It's supposed to be good for you. Good for your gut health. No.
Oh. Okay. Yes, best friend. Hey, best friend. That's my best friend in the comments. One of my best friends. My very first best friend. All right. So that is our affirmations for today. So let's get into Memorial Day. Since, for Black folks, this is just for us to have a day off. And us to cook out. I hope everybody's been enjoying their cookouts this weekend. I hope you guys got yourself some real good, nourishing food this weekend. I had me a couple things. I went over to my neighbor's house. They threw a couple things on the grill. So yes, that's been my Memorial Day. But let's give you guys a little history on Melanated Vibrations. So as I stated when the show first started, Memorial Day was actually created and founded by Black people. So they tried to scrap it away from history and recreate it a century later. So let's get into this Memorial Day. So on May 1st of 1865, thousands of newly freed Black people gathered in Charleston, South Carolina for what may have been the nation's first Memorial Day celebration. Attendees held a parade and put flowers on the graves of Union soldiers who had helped liberate them from slavery.
I just snorted.
I mean, all right, because like it's the beating on the chest. I gotta be telling everybody what you did, Shannon. Now people already think we fucking. Like, why you gotta put that on the screen?
Oh my Lord!
Just keep the rumor mill stirring. So shout out to Big Exclusive, who's my other neighbor temporarily, because you know he be here and there. He bought me some ice cream on Sunday. Was it yesterday? He brought me ice cream and all the kids on the block ice cream. Wow. Now don't do that, Shannon. I am trying to do an educational piece right now. You are not helping. Yeah, so shout out to Big Exclusive for dropping some ones yesterday. I'm not hiding you, Big Exclusive. I'm not hiding you from the world. I'm hiding the world from you.
From you.
There you go. I'm not hiding you from the world. I'm hiding the world from you. Ain't that what Drake said with his kid? With
fellow Dusties. Yeah.
Okay, you know. Exactly, Tiff. And that's what I'm saying. When you do stuff from the kindness of your heart, you ain't gotta, boast about it. Shannon just be trying to be seen. But thank you for the ice cream. It was very tasty. So this event took place 3 weeks after the Civil War surrender of Confederate General Robert E. Lee, and 2 weeks after the assassination of President Abraham Lincoln. It was a remarkable moment in U.S. history at the nexus of war, of peace, and reconstruction, servitude, and emancipation. So these are kind of all of the things.
I'm
not entertaining this tonight. But the day would not be remembered as the first Memorial Day. In fact, white Southerners, the colonizers, made sure that for more than a century, the day wasn't remembered at all. So remember I said that the first Memorial Day celebration was thousands of newly freed Black people in Charleston, South Carolina, right? And the reason why they were putting flowers on the grave sites of the Union soldiers is because they had freed them from slavery. But not only were they celebrating being freed from slavery and remembering those, I can see these comments on Facebook. Lamit, don't start your shit. You ain't got to put that comment on the screen, Shannon. I got my other phones up. I can see it myself. Did I say put that damn comment on? All right, wait till y'all show tomorrow. I got y'all. Don't even worry about it. So not only were they celebrating being freed and remembering the ones that freed them, but they were also celebrating the end of the Civil War, and unfortunately, not celebrating, but more or less remembering the assassination of President Abraham Lincoln. So again, Black people, newly freed Black folks, had their very first Memorial Day celebration. But the day would not be remembered again as the first Memorial Day. In fact, the colonizers made sure that more than a century later, the day wasn't remembered at all. Then, on May 1st, about 10,000 people, mostly people who were formerly enslaved people, turned out for a memorial service that the freed people had organized, along with abolitionists and a journalist named James Redpath and some white missionaries and teachers from the North. Redpath describes the day in New York tribute as such a procession of friends and mourners of South Carolina or the United States they never saw. So basically, Memorial Day was created by us, per usually everything, right? And they basically tried to out it and made it seem like it wasn't the first Memorial Day because they didn't come up with it first. So that's just a little thing when we're out here celebrating these holidays. Hey, Hannibal, please remember, they don't believe you now at this point, big exclusive. But yes, Memorial Day was the very first Memorial Day was created by thousands of free Black people that were once enslaved. And so remember that when you get into a disagreement with a Karen or something like that, or a Ken, that we pretty much created everything there is to have. Brought to you by Melanated Vibrations. You don't believe me? You can always Google it. You can go on to the New York Times or the New York Tribune or any other reputable Google site that you can. I'm not surprised there are so many different things that are stolen from. It's just like situations.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And that's what I was trying to figure out, Tiff. And that's a great thing because we're going to get into that next month for June. So I saw something on the internet recently where they were doing that, where it was like a Juneteenth celebration, but the flags that were hung up had white folks on there. And I was confused. Why are y'all on there? Can we have a holiday? Clearly not. Y'all have the 4th of July. Leave us alone. We don't even celebrate that. All we care about, again, as Black people is being off and getting paid, and cookouts. Free food, liquor. That's it. As a race, as a culture, I think I speak for all the Black delegates. That's the only reason why we care about holidays in the African American community, especially the white holidays. All the rest of the stuff we don't care about. So that pissed me off to see that something that was supposed to be historic for us. The crazy part is Juneteenth, the history behind that is that they didn't even inform us that we were free for years after being free. Mm-hmm. That was technically our Independence Day that we didn't even know about because we weren't told until years later because they wanted to continue to get the free labor and, all of those things. I think it pissed me off. It was the last year Walmart came out with a bunch of like Juneteenth stuff, like burn it down. I think they came out with like ice cream, shirts, like Walmart. Come on, please stop. We know y'all ran by a white person. We can't have shit, Tiff, at all. We can't have nothing. We can't even have oppression. White people mad about oppression. Like if we really gonna get into it, white folks is mad about oppression. They want to be oppressed so bad. They out there protesting The Little Mermaid. Jesus, a fictional character. I heard it was amazing, by the way. Melanated folks, if you have not gone to see it, please go run up the numbers. I heard Haley was amazing. No, was it Haley? Yes, Haley. I get her and her sister mixed up. She was absolutely amazing. The voice, how beautiful she was. I was so glad they let her keep her locks. Please go run it up if you have not seen it. I am myself going to go see it, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I'm not taking my kid. The Little Mermaid is a movie I grew up with as a child. So I feel like now that there's someone that looks like me, my inner child wants to experience that. And so for me, I'm not taking my son the first go around. Now we can watch it together when it come on Disney Plus, but I'm gonna go see it, is what I'm telling y'all, by myself, maybe late at night when the kids should be in bed. But yes, we can't have anything. Unfortunately, even white folks trying to be oppressed, they want to be oppressed, and I just don't understand. Why do you want to be oppressed? Just let us have that one. Just put that in our pockets. Let us hold on to it. So that's that, because we could go on a whole tangent about that, because that pissed me off when I saw that. So today's episode is going to be on self-care. So let's dive into self-care. So what is self-care? Self-care is anything you do to take care of yourself so you can stay physically, mentally, and emotionally well. Its benefits are better physical, mental, and emotional health and well-being. Researchers suggest that self-care promotes positive health outcomes, such as fostering resiliency, living longer, and becoming better equipped to manage stress. Self-care requires checking in with yourself and asking yourself, how are you doing physically, mentally, emotionally? Some people use it to deal with difficult news stories or situations, while others practice self-care just to maintain their happiness on a day-to-day basis. Self-care does not mean the same thing for everyone. Different people will adapt different self-care practices, and even your own definition might change over time. What is self-care for one person will likely be different from someone else. And what self-care for one person is on one day might feel not so much like self-care on another day. So what I mean by that is like what you thought was like self-care may just now become a routine thing for you. So it may no longer be a form of self-care. Engaging in self-care regularly could help you put your best foot forward. When we are regularly taking care of ourselves, we are better able to react to things that go on in our lives. So what Adairess and I decided to do today on this last Monday of mental health awareness is to do self-care. At the end of the show, I am going to give away 2 gift cards to 2 people in the audience to my favorite place. So I hope it's y'all favorite place too. I know it's a little selfish, but 2 Target gift cards to 2 people in the comments. No. You knew the answer to that already. 2 people in the audience. And basically I want you to take the gift cards and buy yourself something. I don't care if you go in there and buy yourself a soda. Wow. I know that's crazy, right? A blanket, some sunscreen. Listen, whatever it is you decide to go do, that is what we want you to do. That is how we will end our Mental Health Awareness Month by giving away 2 gift cards. So at the end of the show, I'm going to have Big Exclusive pick 2 random people. He's going to post the comments, and we're just going to pick 2 random people out from the comments. And then I'm going to give you guys my phone number. You're going to text me your email address. And then we're going to send you the gift cards. So that is what we are doing for self-care. Oh, look at my sister profile pic. That's cute, sis. I never seen that one. That's cute. Thank you, Tiff. We be trying. That's cute. Where you take that picture?
Probably when I was like 2 years ago.
That's cute. I like that. All right. So let's get into the 7 types of self-care. So the first one is emotional self-care. Emotional self-care is processing emotions. This part can be hard to do. When negative emotions spiral out of control, they can impact an individual person.
Thank you.
What do you say? Sorry. Hey, bro. That's my brother-in-law. That's her husband. So don't get in these comments talking crazy because her husband is watching. Dustiana, you see me out here? Don't play. Listen, it's gonna be my name going forward. I'm gonna get a T-shirt that's gonna say Dustiana. They can impact an individual's personal and professional relationships. Emotional self-care activities include gratitude journaling, therapy, meditation, and similar techniques. Then you have mental self-care. Now, mental self-care or mental stimulation, such as learning new things, can help with a person's energy and outlook. Some of y'all need mental self-care.
A lot of y'all.
So
most of y'all.
Mental stimulation. Mental self-care is mental stimulation, such as learning new things. It can help with a person's energy and outlook. Activities may include reading or listening to a new book or podcast, doing brain teasers, or trying out a new hobby. It can be as simple as learning a new route to and from work. Anything that gets a person out of a mental rut can be a mental self-care. Bet you guys didn't know that. And then we have physical self-care. Now, physical self-care, the expression, a sound mind and a sound body, may be old-fashioned, right? But it's a core principle of physical self-care. Examples of physical self-care include adapting a healthy diet, exercising on a regular basis, and getting plenty of sleep. Physical self-care will be different for everyone. It's most effective when an individual identifies their goals and the steps they want to take to achieve them. Social self-care. Now, social self-care, according to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, so the CDC, Loneliness and social isolation are associated with higher rates of depression, suicide, and death. For many people, relationships with friends and family can be a nourishing source of mental and emotional well-being. Let me put a caveat to that. Matter of fact, let me read the rest of this, and then y'all, this is my caveat. However, relationships with your family and friends and work can also be a source of stress and unhappiness. Social self-care is complicated. Activities that may work for one person, weekly calls with a parent, for instance, may not work or be completely beneficial for another person. So when it comes to your social self-care, and I mentioned this way back then when we first started and we were talking about like the holidays and trauma and stuff like that. Everybody is not supposed to, it's not supposed to be your venting person. So when you are engaged with people socially and you're calling people and you're talking to people, please be mindful that everyone is not your dumping partner. Even when it comes to your family and your friends. Like all of my friends are different, right? They all contribute something different in my life. Like I got my party friends. I got my friends like, yo, I'm trying to go out. We're going to go eat because I'm a foodie. I love food. I have those friends. Then I have the friends that's like, oh, these are my vacation friends. I know we're going to go on vacation. It depends what kind of vacation. Is it up in the stuck vacation or is it, oh, we're going to go relax and chill on the beach? I ain't doing no excursions. It's too much work. It's not a vacation. If I got to run around the whole damn country, getting on dirt bikes and zip line, that's not a vacation for me. That's just me. And again, everyone is different. When it comes to your social self-care, be mindful of who it is that you interact with socially. If you feel like there is a strained relationship between you and anybody, friend, family, foe, coworker, whatever, maybe that's not the person that you become the most social with because it can be a very stressful and unhappy situation. And it's going to put more stress on you. So when it comes to social self-care, just be mindful and guard your heart with who you speak to about certain things. Everything is not for everybody. Everybody don't need to know all your business. So that's social self-care. That's my caveat. My sister looking like she got something to add to that.
I suck at socialness though.
Agree, Royalty. Agree to. Yeah, my sister's not a social butterfly. Believe that, right? That's crazy.
I feel like you're telling my business today. And
I ain't telling your business.
I wasn't trying to talk
already know your business.
Today. I was trying not to talk as much today. I was trying to be quiet, but I'm not a social butterfly. I'm an introvert. Go figure, huh?
But you're a Cancer, so you can't be.
We don't talk.
Y'all don't, because y'all serial killers. Jeffrey Dahmer put y'all right on out there like that. I just thought you should know. They say
Jeffrey Dahmer just had a mission and he saw it through. That's all.
Spoken from a true Cancer. You know, most serial killers are Cancers and zodiac signs. Their zodiac signs are Cancers. It's a whole list of y'all. It's insane.
This is a joke. I'm not a serial killer. I'm not a serial killer.
Is it a joke?
I'm like one of the nicest people you'll meet. I just don't like being social.
Tiff, you're not a Cancer. Ain't you a Gemini?
Y'all crazy too.
Child. We're not going to get started with the Geminis. It's Gemini season. I'm going to let them live their little life. I ain't going to bother them. It's still the most unfavorable zodiac sign. I'm just saying, Tiff, we love you, but the rest of y'all.
Your friends and family, your cousins is a mess.
Y'all can go play in I-95 traffic in the middle of rush hour. But anyway, the next level of self-care would be spiritual self-care. Not everyone has a spiritual or religious need. However, for many caregivers, whether they are social workers, nurses, or other clinicians, a spiritual practice can provide comfort and strength. Paying attention. Yes, Tiff is a serial killer.
I don't think y'all are serial killers. They think we're serial killers.
What do you mean we think? It's been proven. Like
which one, me?
Safe flight.
People out?
I'm gonna look that one up for you, Royalty, and I'm gonna get back to you. Social
Not me.
Go back to the last comment.
That's what I'm
saying, Flight. And that's what I'm saying. She would cuss somebody out. She's mean. She not, which I'm trying to tell y'all, don't let this sweet, cute little girl come on here. Like, something wrong with her. She's off, is what I'll be trying to tell you.
I'm nice. I swear.
So anyway, paying attention to and tending to one's spiritual needs, such as through regular prayer, meditation, or meeting with a spiritual advisor, is often part of an effective self-care plan. So whatever your spiritual or religious beliefs are, that is a form of self-care. So for people that go to the mosque, for people that go to church, for people that go to Bible study, for people, however you decide to practice your spiritual or Geminis are remedial. And that's all I didn't want to be the one to say it.
Not remedial.
I didn't want to be the one to say it, but they're like the least favorite zodiac sign. Come on now, why are we acting like we don't know the answer to this? Nobody likes Geminis. Nobody likes them. Between Geminis, she is, because she's gonna go to war for her sister, as she should, because I'm gonna go crazy.
Stop it.
So, you know, for that one.
I'm crying.
I'm crying. Like, don't come on here with your nonsense. All right, so spiritual self-care is a form of self-care. Number 6, professional and educational self-care. School and work responsibilities can be overwhelming at times. My sister can attest to that as someone that literally just was about to graduate next Friday. School was very, very overwhelming and trying to balance that with work. I can attest to that, being in grad school and working 2 jobs and still being a parent. Very overwhelming. I'm surprised I'm not an alcoholic at this stage. Trying to manage all. All right, wow. You good? You need a throat lozenge or something?
Heartburn.
Oh, okay. Trying to manage all of these obligations can be a source of much stress, even in a fulfilling job or degree program. Taking the time to learn best practices such as setting goals, using time management techniques, and setting boundaries with coworkers can help an individual get a handle on these pressures. So when it comes to professional and educational self-care, you have to learn when to say no. It's okay to say no. It's okay to stay in the house. You ain't got to go out to every party. You don't have to go out to the Christmas party at work. Them people don't like y'all anyway. You know, you don't got to do happy hour with your coworkers. You ain't about to do nothing but get drunk and talk about each other anyway. Sneak this and throw shade. I know, because I did that PHA. So what I'm telling y'all is professional educational is a way to show self-care. Having boundaries with your coworkers. Hey, Creamy. Thank you, love. Having boundaries with your coworkers and realizing that you don't have to share everything with your coworkers. When I was at PHA, I had about 3 people that was like, those was my dogs. Like, still to this day, I don't work there anymore. Still talk on a regular basis. That's as far as it went. People were trying to give me their phone number after I left. Baby, I didn't even talk to you while I was here. The answer is no. I'm not following you on Facebook and Instagram and none of that. I am a different person outside of work, and I don't want to make y'all privy to that. That's all I'm saying. So having those boundaries in your professional setting and educational setting, if you are in school, if you are taking a trade, if you are getting a certificate, a license, whatever, making sure that, yes, while you are learning and advancing and bettering yourself, that you make sure that there is a balance. Make sure that there is time management. Make sure that you are setting goals that you want to accomplish, but making sure that they are actually obtainable goals. I break goals down into short-term and long-term goals. So what are your short-term goals? What can be done right now? What can be done on the back end, or your long-term goals? The last one is financial self-care. Might have some of y'all in a tussle, but I'm giving it to y'all anyway. Financial pressures are a common source of stress. Y'all see inflation? Y'all see how everything is going up? It is expensive to breathe these days, okay? You can't even wake up and breathe and without it costing you $100 easily. You go outside, you just spent $200 already. So, financial self-care. Taking control of your financial matters can help an individual alleviate some of the anxiety that may have regarding their financial stability. Although beginning to practice these types of self-care activities may feel stressful at first, over time, financial self-care can result in a peace of mind. So financial self-care tips include setting a budget, identifying financial goals such as paying off credit cards, and contributing to a retirement fund. So 401ks, 403bs, Roth accounts, things like that. Again, identifying your financial goal. What is it that you want to do? I want to buy myself a new car this year. So I am in the process of preparing financially to make sure that I pay stuff off as it comes and put money to the side. So as I tell people, when I get paid, I pay myself first before I pay any bills. That does not work for everyone. But if you can do that, if you could take $5, $10 and build up gradually and put it in a savings account and make sure you pay yourself before you pay Capital One, American Express, Discover, whatever. Pay yourself first. We do not bust our ass and go to these jobs that most of us do not like and deal with people that we cannot stand and cannot wait until 4 and 5 o'clock. Get here. I was actually going to wait around to that time, OG. I was going to wait till December because my little baby, she good right now. So, you know, I'm going to wait. But yes, get you a Roth account, Tiff. Agree. And with a lot of these Roth accounts, depending on what company it is, they won't allow you to put over, like, I think it's like $6,000 a year in it. The reason for that is because the more money that you put in, the more money you lose, and you don't get as many tax breaks. So when you're saying like, oh, I can put 10,000, 15,000, I'm sure you can, right? You can put as much money in there as you want to, but you do not get as many tax breaks the more money you put in those type of an investment accounts. CDs, stocks, bonds, all of those things are really good financial things, self-cares, as long as you are educated about it and understand that you're going to lose money. With 401ks, you're going to lose money. That is all a 401k is a stock. That is literally all it is.
Yeah, they are high now.
Please wait the price back to normal by the end of the year. Yes, I'm gonna wait, OG. I'm gonna wait to get my baby. That'll be my Christmas gift to myself. But you know, just whatever you can afford to do financially for yourself, please do. But a 401k is nothing but a big ass stock.
It is just a stock.
Money. It's a stock. That's all it is. Now you can take that 401k and you can move some money around and invest in maybe like Google and Amazon and, you know, I don't know, Apple or whatever stock that you choose. You know, if you can afford to buy it, you can move your stuff around, which is what I would strongly suggest, and not allow it to just sit in a 401k account, because you're going to lose money every time the economy tanks. You're going to lose money on a Tuesday because it's fucking Tuesday. So the more you know, the better you do financially. Financial pressures are definitely common, especially in the Black and brown community, because we're not born with a silver spoon in our mouth. And so we're also not born with any type of financial literacy. We are not learning this in public schools. They're not teaching us how to write checks, how to balance checkbooks. I remember working at Section 8 and people not even know how to fill out a money order. And I was just like, but it says right there what you're supposed to put. But okay. But understanding that the people in the population that I'm dealing with are people that look like me. And so making sure that you educate yourself and educate the people around you is the most important. So that is the last form of self-care, is financial self-care. Paying those credit cards down, not going past 30%, even though more studies have come out recently that says you kind of want to stay under, I think it was like between 10 and 15% of credit card utilization. You actually don't want to get to the 30%. So let's Tiff's comment up, because I'm reading it, but I can't see all of it. Mm-hmm. Yes, have a plan. With someone you trust and invest, absolutely have a plan. Like, you have to have a plan. Educate yourself wisely.
Yeah, they took it out of schools.
Mm-hmm. And that's just not something that is taught to us. Right. They're not teaching us business. They're not teaching us finance. So people come out here and everybody wants to be an entrepreneur, and everybody
don't know how to balance their money.
And 20% or lower. Absolutely, OG. Correct. Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. And I'm not saying you got to take a business class to be an entrepreneur. That's not what I'm saying. But if you are going to be an entrepreneur and have an LLC and run a business, and you are the person that is the accountant, and you are keeping track of your books, it is important that you understand what that means. It is important that you understand what a gain is, what a loss is, how much of your own money have you invested. I always use the scenario with my friends that if you have a business and you went on Shark Tank today or tomorrow, Shark Tank is going to ask you how much of your own money have you lost, because no one is going to invest in your business or give you money until they know that you have taken the risk yourself to put up your own money and lose some of your money. That is why when they go on Shark Tank, they ask for such a large percentage, because they need the return back on your product. But they need to know that if this does not work and it takes a dip, any profit that does come off of it goes directly to them. Agree, OG. You can go up to 30%, but 20% is much better. So just being mindful. These are just things that have not been taught in the Black community, unfortunately, when it comes to finances. Everybody gets a first credit card. It's like, oh, we're going to build our credit. Not realizing that for most of us, our first credit card had a very high APR, a very high interest yielding, very high interest yielding account where no matter, like, I remember my mom got me started on a credit card. This was years ago. My mom's been gone for almost 10 years. My very first credit card. And it didn't matter if I paid the card off or not. Every month, they would charge me an annual fee, but they would break it down over 12 months. So every month, I was paying them a minimum of $7, regardless if the card was paid off or not. So one day I called, I just don't understand why I'm paying you guys something every month if the card is paid off. What the guy told me on a recorded line is that, yes, while your card is paid off, we need to guarantee that we receive something from you every month, because there is a chance that you will not use this card once it is paid off, or you won't use it as often. And so to ensure that we always make money, we charge you what is an annual fee that they break up over 12 months. Something that I wish I would have knew a long time ago. I ended up closing the card out. I took the credit hit, built the credit back up. That is something that we are not taught. Paying attention to what your interest rates are. Is it a good time to even request for a credit card? What is the annual fee? If there's no annual fee, what are the benefits of this? Do you get to get cash back? What does the cash back look like? What can you use the cash back on? Is it only for traveling? Is it for restaurants? Can you pay a bill and get cash back? All of those things that we unfortunately are just not taught in the Black community are things that we need to be mindful of. So when we talk about financial self-care, this is what I mean when I say to educate ourselves so that we are not put in a predicament or a situation where we're so stressed out about finances. You should not get a credit card that has an APR of over 15%. Absolutely correct, Tiff. You should not. If you are applying for a credit card and your credit is not in the best state and you are trying to build credit, I always say, and this is something that I am planning on doing myself, my credit is good, but it's still something I want to do, is to get you a, what am I thinking? A secure credit card. With the secure credit card, you basically put the money on there yourself. So you can open up, say Discover. You can get a secure credit card and you can open up the credit card by putting like $5,000, whatever you want to put on there. I think the minimum is like $200. You put whatever you want on there. You use that credit card like a regular credit card, but it's your money that you're using and you just pay yourself back. After a certain amount of time of having a good credit history, they actually give you that money back. Long as you have not been late on a payment, you have not overdrawn on that account, you have not gone past your credit limit, they will refund you your money back, I think, after a year, if I remember correctly what I just read from Discover. They'll give you your money back. So when you're trying to build credit, trying to alleviate some stress, those are just a few pointers. I'm no financial guru. I just know the things that I've tried and that has worked and mistakes that I have made over the years that I am currently learning. Yes, again, nothing over 15%. So those are things that I am learning.
Is that really true?
Is that true, Tiff?
Because I heard that, but then they always tell you like the higher your down payment is, the better. I'm just learning about it is.
Oh wow.
I'm just learning about interest rate in different places of where you buy your car. I'm just learning about that. I didn't know that.
Tiff, listen, the more you know, as they say. You never
Right.
get too old to learn anything. And I'm always a student first. So yes, thank you to everybody in the comments that are sharing what they know financially. That is definitely something else I want to bring. See if I can get some experts on here so that we can talk about finances in the Black community and how we can do better. Business accounts that we can get, getting funding for our businesses, because that's a whole other thing. It is very hard for us to get funding, trying to get a mortgage on a house, trying to get a loan on a car, just anything, trying to start a business. It is very hard for us as Black and brown people to get those type of accommodations. Even though we are all tax-paying citizens, we are not the first in line to get those things that other races are entitled to. So here are some tips to help you get started with self-care. Yes, OG. Okay, because OG is a plethora of information. So I had to bring him on the show. So here are some tips to help us get started with self-care. So you could get started with self-care by doing regular exercises. Just 30 minutes of walking every day can help boost your mood and improve your health. Small amounts of exercise add up. So don't be discouraged if you can't do 30 minutes at one time. Don't worry about going to the gym and the people that's been in there for 6 hours and they look like they don't need to work out no other part of their body. They just big up here, legs little, didn't do leg days, all up here. Don't worry about those people. Do not pay attention to them. Don't pay attention to the little skinny white girl on the treadmill. They got her shit all the way up to the incline, all the way up here like she is running up Mount Everest and her shit is on 10. No, okay? Don't focus on that.
Go there. Focus on yourself.
Focus on yourself. Put some earphones in. If your incline is here, it's just flat, baby, that's okay. We all got to start from somewhere. If you got to go to 0.5, that's okay too. Ain't nothing wrong with it. And then you build yourself up, okay? Don't pay attention to the other people around you. But make sure you get out and you get some exercise. You do your walking, whatever it is that you want to work on. Go in with a goal, go in with a mission, but do not overdo it. Eat healthy, regular meals, and stay hydrated. A balanced diet and plenty of water. Even though I am drinking, I always got my water with me. Can improve your energy and focus throughout the day. Also, limit caffeinated beverages such as soft drinks or coffee. Ooh. I am a tea drinker. I love tea. Mm-hmm. I will drink tea all year round. It does not matter to me what time of year it is. I love tea. I'm going to drink me some tea. I have to now drink decaffeinated tea because recently I found out that I basically have irregular heartbeats, and that I have heart flutters. I can't remember what the term was. Some shit they said. But basically I have to now drink decaffeinated tea because caffeinated tea will trigger me to have these heart palpitations and racing heart. Go figure.
Yep.
Make sleep a priority. I know, guys, we are busy. I know we got 62 million things to do in a day, but if you can rest, please make sure you get your rest. Stick to a schedule and make sure you're getting enough sleep. Blue light from devices and screens can make it harder to fall asleep. So reduce the blue light exposure from your phone or computer before bedtime. What I do is both of my phones, my work phone and my personal phone, go on do not disturb at a certain time. So I don't get any notifications. The only notifications I get is my Ring app. Because you know I live in Southwest, so I'm just saying I just try to check on my car and make sure ain't nobody trying to get in my house. So that's really the only alert that comes through on my phone. But both of my phones go on do not disturb, and the screen goes black so that I cannot see anything that's coming. So try to reduce that. Something that I also found helpful because I have a hard time falling asleep and staying asleep is white noise. White noise is amazing for those that can listen to it. Some people have to sleep in complete silence. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I am one of those people. I cannot sleep with light on and I cannot sleep with noise. But it is something about the white noise and the serotonin in your brain that is released that helps to calm your brain. So my favorites are always the rain and the thunder. I love rain and thunder. So I listen to white noise every night. And within like 10 minutes, I'm gone mouth open, drooling, slobbering is over for me, especially if I'm tired and my brain will not shut down. So that's one thing. Make sleep a priority. Stick to a schedule. If you have to get up at 6 a.m. or whatever time you have to get up, then try to make sure you're in the bed at least by 10:30 so you can get the proper amount of sleep, especially if you're like me and you struggle with sleep. Try a relaxing activity. Explore relaxation or wellness programs or apps, which may incorporate meditation, muscle relaxation, or breathing exercises. Schedule regular times for these and other healthy activities you enjoy, such as journaling. Set a goal and priorities. Decide what must get done now and what can wait. We do not have to do everything, people. This goes for women and men. I know a lot of times we talk about women being superwoman and trying to get everything done. Men, this is for you too. You do not have to do everything. You don't got to build the deck and go take the Cadillac, convert out the car, replace it, and wash the clothes and clean the house and go get on the roof. You ain't got to do all of that today. Spread it out, guys. Spread it out. Please get it done because, we are grateful for the men that are handy, but it don't have to be all in one day. This is my favorite. Learning to say no, because no is a complete sentence. Learning to say no to new tasks if you start to feel like you're taking on too much. Yes, meditation is great, Tiff, and do taping exercise. Absolutely. Sometimes we like to just say yes all the time and we like to be there. And we don't never know how to say no to people. No is a complete sentence. If you begin to start to feel overwhelmed because you are taking on too many tasks, you can say no. If you feel like you need to get rest and somebody say, hey, yo dog, yo chick, whatever y'all talk to y'all friends and family, yo, go with me to this, but you don't feel like it, say no. It's okay. They'll get over it. I'm such a loner. I don't mind going out by myself. If I invite my sister somewhere and she can't go, baby, I'm still going to go out. I catch her on the next round. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say no to new tasks. It's okay to put yourself first and prioritize yourself. Trying to be mindful of what you have accomplished at the end of the day, not what you have been unable to do. This is a really big one on self-care. A lot of times we are very critical of ourselves. We are very critical of, I had all this planned. I didn't get this done. But what did you get done today? What were you able to accomplish? And if all you were able to accomplish was sleep and getting you some damn rest, then that's great. Because clearly your body and your mind needed the rest. So remind yourself that what you do is enough and that you do not have to do any more. There is always the next day, and it can always be pushed off to the next day. What's the saying? What doesn't get done today can be done tomorrow. Well, if it's not a saying, that's what I'm telling y'all. What don't get done today can be done tomorrow. Practice gratitude. Remind yourself daily of things you are grateful for. Be specific. Write them down at night or replay them in your mind. An attitude of gratitude is a great place and a great space to be in. No is a great way of mental peace, waking up from stressful situations when you have verbally stated how you are. Here we go. How you feel, okay, as well. Remember that people are selfish, so you are looking out for others. They're looking out for themselves. Absolutely. Saying no. Again, no is a complete sentence. It is what it is. Focus on positivity. Identify and challenge yourself and challenge your negative and unhelpful thoughts. So for those of you that have ruminating thoughts or intrusive thoughts, negative thoughts that are always circling your brain, try to replace those with positive things. Positivity can be, I woke up today. I have breath in my body. I am able to move my limbs. For us that are 30 and over, or 40 and over, as Shannon says on the Big Exclusive, is what hurts today. If something hurts today, you sit in it, you feel it. But if the rest of you can get up and move, like I woke up because my back was killing me today, but I got up, I moved around, got some stuff done at the house. I feel accomplished today because I was able to get up. I have breath in my body. And there is somebody that did not wake up today. Someone that was not given another chance of life. So be grateful, focus on the positive, weed out those negative thoughts. I know they can be hard because they will consume your mind and while weed out. The last one, stay connected. Reach out to your friends and family members who can provide emotional support and practical help. Remember, this goes back to what I said. Everybody is not part of your venting circle. Pinpoint what your boundaries are and stick with that. Absolutely. Another great thing of self-care. What are your boundaries and stick to it? You have, as I've told you guys, negotiables, non-negotiables. Stick to your non-negotiables. It's okay. If it's a non-negotiable for you, it's a non-negotiable for you. You don't have to negotiate or bend or fold because, again, as Tiff made a very great point in the comments, you are focused on you. People are going to be selfish and focus on them. If it benefits them, they're going to focus on it. They don't really care how it lands or falls on you. So everybody is not to be vented to. Everybody is not to be talked to. For the people that are in your circle that support you and they're always there to give you a positive word or to give you some type of rationale or reason, those are the people that you want to stay connected to. The people that are always like nitpicking or throwing shade, like, oh, look at your little job you got. Oh, look at your little, everything is little when they throwing shade. I'm telling y'all, okay, from experience. It's all shade when they put little in front of it. Those are not the people that you can share positive things with that are happening in your life because they're going to find a way to burst your little bubble and put a damn rainstorm over your cloud. So I've given you guys some tips on how to practice self-care. I've given you guys the 7 types of self-care. Again, they are emotional, mental, physical, social, spiritual, professional / educational, and financial self-care. And I told you guys about the Memorial Day history and how it really got started because it ain't had shit to do with no non-melanated folks. So that is my show for this evening. I do want to pick my 2 people. I'm going to use Tiff because Tiff is probably one of the most honest people I know. Shannon, if you could put the comments up for everybody that has commented today that is still on the stream. And I'm going to have Tiff. It's okay to be selfish. There's only one of you. Absolutely. You came in this world by yourself. You're going to go out by yourself. There's nothing wrong with being selfish. I'm going to have Tiff pick 2 people. Yeah, Tiff, pick me 2 people from the comments that you see popping up, and we are going to give them with our...
Oh my God, I'm done.
Hey, Rika. Shannon, you don't count. Stop putting the same comment up. All right, so Danny is 1. Okay, brother. Well, Danny, I don't have to give Danny my phone number. I can just get his email address for my sister. And it's going to his email address, sis. It's not going to you. I just want to put that out there. I know y'all in the same household. What's his is yours is his, but the answer is no. Let that man have something for himself.
Child. Trying to figure out what he gonna get.
Whatever he want to get, he gonna mind his business. It's Target. He can get whatever he want.
He gonna say, I like Walmart better.
Not Walmart, bro. Don't be. All right. So, we got 2 guys today. All right. So, Hannibal, DM me your...
Yay.
Email me your email address. I'm going to send you over the gift card. Danny, bro, if you're still listening, give your wife your email address, please, or she should know it. And I will be emailing you guys over your Target gift cards. Yes, I'll be emailing you guys over your Target gift cards. Gab, you got a birthday coming up, so you got to wait. That's my other Cancer. I want to say thank you guys for tuning in to Melanated Vibrations. Thank you for allowing us to come to you for, Mental Health Awareness Month. It's been a great month. I feel like we've dived into a lot of stuff. Again, June, we are going to turn it up. We are going to talk about a bunch of different things. I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not. But we are going to talk about a bunch of different things. We're going to have some panel style conversations. We want to get different people's viewpoints on things, and just kind of see how we can better ourselves as Black and brown people in today's society. Because we all we got. CMB. We all we got. All right, I'm hungry, y'all. I'm sorry. This is what happens when I get hungry. I get goofy and angry. It's like two things that happen. But thank you guys for joining Melanated Vibrations. As always, we will see you guys next Monday at 7 p.m. Sis, you got any last minute words you want to give to people? I feel like you weren't really here today, but go ahead.
Stay less dusty. I was here last week. I'm trying to be quiet this week. Stay less dusty, everybody. Don't stay dusty. Don't be out here being dusty. It's like, no.
Don't be a Dustiana. I told you, this is your show too. You can talk, say whatever the hell you want to say. Anyway, bye guys. I love you. Gift card's over. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.
Hey, good people. Welcome to Melanated Vibrations, a new show that celebrates the diversity and richness of Black culture. Join us as we delve into our individual mental health and overall mental health of our community.